Hey besties, let's talk candle thread. And before I share the shade numbers of the candle thread that I do have, go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you like all things embroidery, because I will be sharing all the tips, tricks, and some tutorials here and there. Thank you, besties. Since I started my embroidery journey, I have been using Newbro thread and Rich Word thread. That's what came with my machine, and Rich Word has sent me PR twice. So there's really no shade or anything towards either brand. It's just that I prefer candle thread. I did start off and ordered their trial package or their sample package, and you'll get your choice of 3 threads, and I think I paid all of anywhere from $10 to $12. And I tested them out, and honestly, I'm almost done with those fools. When I ordered it, it came with the color chart of all the colors that they offered. So and I matched up each spool that I actually use like on a daily basis, because I do a lot of applique and logos for businesses, and I wanted to start with my staple colors first before I started, bringing on new colors. I'll share with you each color or each spool that I got with the numbers. So if you would like to give candle thread a try, you'll be able to go on their website, and I'll link it down below in the description, and you can invest as well. So we're going to start first with the white. With white, I did do 8001. And this is one of my most used ones currently. I do have 2 machines. I have the Smart Stitch 1201 and I have the Pulley EOM, and both machines does well with this thread. And honestly, I love the white so much, I actually bought 3. So 2 to put on the machines, and an extra just in case. So next up is the black. So the black is basically 8,000. And the black works well. Everybody, well, I always say black is the hardest when it comes to thread, because whenever I first started, I started with Newbro thread because that's what came with my Smart Stitch machine, and I had Rich Word whenever I had my Pulley machine, and I could never for the life of me get the Newbro thread black to work on my Smart Stitch, and the Rich Word works fine, and also the candle works fine as well. I'm down to the wire on my red. I actually got the trial package with the red, the black, and the white, and this red is a true red, if you can see, and the number for the red is 7764. And my next color that I have, this is the color that I use every single day, and I actually should have bought 3 of these, but I wasn't thinking. But it is the light pink or bubblegum pink. So that is the number for that one. So the number is 8632. I'm gonna show it again so you'll be able to see it. But next up, I actually bought a hot pink. It looks kind of neon on camera, but it's a hot pink, and the number for it is 8616. And very, very good. So next up, I got a lime green. I use the lime green a lot on like monogramming or just random projects. Real cool. So the number for the lime green is 6034. Okay, and next up I got a maroon. It's 8714. There you go. And I really do like this because I do have a maroon that I use for Rich Word, but it doesn't match. Like, it's not as dark as I want it to be. So I'm gonna give this one a try. I only bought one, but for one school I use maroon a lot because it's their primary color. But I only bought one spool of this one because I wanted to try it out to make sure it's the maroon that I really want. So I will check back with y'all to let y'all know if this is a good maroon. So next up I have the I said silver, gray, whatever you want to call it. It is 8560. Okay, next up I got a Kelly green. It's 8680. And some of these I only bought one spool for. I wanted to go ahead and get at least enough thread for one machine, and then invest in, later on for the other machine. I didn't want to break the bank all at one time, honestly. So that's why I did it that way. So next up I have a brown, and the shade is 7758. And then next up, this is a tan. This is one of my staples as well. I really wanted to get two of these, but I wanted to make sure it was like the exact one that I use, because one of my most sell products on Etsy is a safety pink sweatshirt with a champagne glitter, and I wanted to make sure that this thread is the same one that I actually currently use from Richword and New Birth Thread. And it actually is, so I am going to write this one down so I can go ahead and order for my other machine. But the number is 7721. So next up is the gold. Same thing with this one. I wanted to make sure that it was, I wouldn't say a true gold, or not a metallic gold, but this actually matches. If you use Richword, the 1050, it matches perfectly. And this shade number for candle is 8055. That is kind of faded, but it is 8055. This one I was kind of disappointed in because I was going for a yellow, true yellow, but it's a, I would say a neon yellow. I'm gonna keep it because it's neon, and you know I like to do fun things. If you know me and see my work before, you know I like to do spontaneous things when it comes to designs. Anything applique, I'm your girl. But this one is it's a neon yellow. The shade is 87873, and that's the label. I was really disappointed because I was like, all of the ones that I ordered were spot on, but I don't know if I kind of just mixed it up with one of the ones that was on the color chart. But when I place my next order, I will get a yellow, a true yellow. It's a baby blue. This is, I don't really use baby blue a lot, but I did want to go ahead and order a blue because I did get a royal blue, a navy blue, and I wanted to get a light blue as well. And this shade is 6174. All right, and next up is a lavender, lilac, whatever you want to call it. The shade number is 6978. Trying to make sure that focuses. But yeah, this is, I have a, I want to say it's not with New Birth Thread, it's actually with Sim Thread. And that's probably the only spool, well, I have two spools of Sim Thread. I have a lilac and I have a hot pink. And this actually matches spot on with what I already use from, I don't really use it a lot, but I really wanted to order one. Purple, but I'm gonna show it just again, just in case. This is a darker purple, and since back to school has started, I've gained a lot of customers who have purple in their school color, so this was right on time. And it's a deep purple. It's 8674. Alright, so next up is a royal blue. No, this is not royal blue. So next up is navy blue, and the number is 8675. And I love how dark it is because the one that I currently use for a navy isn't a true navy. Whenever I stitch it out, it's like a kind of a navy blue, but also with undertones of like a lighter blue, and I don't like it. I haven't got any complaints about it, but I personally don't like it. Next up, I'm gonna do a royal blue since we're on blues. So this is a royal blue, spot on with my New Birth Red royal blue that I use, and this shade is 8438. All right, and next up is a hunter. Oh, and next up is a hunter green. The shade is 8066. And this is spot on with one that I use as well. Really love it. And lastly is my orange. The shade number is 8189. This is the number. And I feel like this one is spot on as well with the one I currently use. So out of all the ones that I ordered, I only was disappointed. Well, I'm not even gonna say disappointed. I didn't match it correctly with the yellow. So if you actually use candle thread and you came across this video and you use yellow or have a yellow, could you please comment your shade number below to help a sister out? But that's all for now. I will be doing more videos on using this thread because my number one goal is to use this candle thread on both of my machines. That sounds weird, but that's how my mind is set up. But that's all. So that's all for now, bestie. If I do buy any other candle thread, I'll be sure to check in with you guys and let you know of the new candle threads I do invest in. But this is all for now. Please go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, bestie. Bye.